What's up, motherfuckers? How y'all doing? Um, I just saw some things, I kind of want to chit chat about, this and that. Um, let's look at it. Like a channel I like is this guy's right here. I really like, I kind of check this guy out. This entrepreneur in cars. He's got a really good channel. I highly recommend anybody go check him out. Watch some of his shit. He's actually a life coach himself. Hey, what's up, Anna? And I would say he was a very good one. I mean, he definitely has good advice he throws out there on his channel, um, and stuff. And I would definitely go check him out. I want to leave his link here just a second. Hold on. Let me. Son of a bitch takes forever, motherfucker, to get into the channel. Oh, God, am I screen sharing? Yeah, I'm already screen sharing. Hey, what's up, OG? OG Kingdom. What's up, girl? Son of a bitch takes forever, motherfucker, to get into the channel. Anyway, he's got a really good channel. Guy talks about, dating, women issues, things like that. Out here in the dating world nowadays, all the good women are taken, y'all. These two good women up in my chat, they're taken. Both of them are taken. God damn it, they're taken. Uh, I'm doing better. I mean, my brakes are all my two broken arms, like on my left side, the elbow's broke. On my right side, the wrist is broke. So my left side, it's all bruised up and shit. I'm all bruised up a little bit on the around the elbow area. Now on the right side, the wrist part, it's pretty healed, but I'm still healing up and everything. So, my bicycle that I put a motor on it. They got this tram that goes down what's known as Strand Street. And what it did was I got caught in a tram track, or my tire did, right? So then the bike goes out from underneath me. And I honestly believe I cannot be knocked out because I hit, pretty much head and neck first. But I mean, I'm lucky I didn't break my neck. But I had broken my elbow and my wrist, like the tip of my elbow and my wrist. So my right wrist and the tip of my elbow on my left arm. And so I can't extend out my left arm too well, and my right wrist is a little bit sore still. But it didn't stop me from working, from continuing on doing my work and everything. I just took off the brace and got to work. Yeah, I still had the sling in, but I mean, I started getting to where I could extend my arm more and more on my left arm, and so I just kept on working. Oh yeah, to the extreme. You bet, girl. It was hurt. Yeah, it hurt for a while. I was kind of shocked. I thought that note was broken, that I was just hurt. We're talking about the ladies. We're talking about the ladies. I'm talking about how all the good women in here have been taken, and so we're talking about bad women. That's what we're talking about, Rob. That's what we're talking about. so, so we're talking about what to look for when you find a bad one. So that's what I was about to talk about. You know. So I mean, and what to look out for. I like this. Hey, Rob, I like this entrepreneurs in cars. Check him out. He's a really good, you know, really good, advice about different shit like that, and things. I really like him. And he talks about, like in here, he talks about how to catch a liar, and he's got some really intelligent ways to go about things. He's very logical, very intelligent about how he goes about things, and he looks at the situation. And I watch channels like this. I mean, he's got good, ideas on shit. I mean, he's usually not telling me anything I don't already know, but he's telling me shit that they kind of make sense. I'm thinking, oh. And then you watch shit like on like Explore with Us and things like that. Where and these interrogations of these murderers and shit. These female murderers and shit. And you see like some of what he's talking about in there, and you find out, yeah, okay, well, basically what you find out is that 99.99% of all women are fucking crazy lying bitches, and then the other 0.01% are probably with somebody else. That's what what you end up finding out, So, like you see, like
I've
this
never done
guy,
anything like this before.
Okay, calm down. Look, I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. I'm not.
you see like these OnlyFans bitches and everything that Ribby the Party Frog. He's got a channel and he always talks about these fucking these different women that are throwing their punani out there every which way in the strangest of ways. It just shows you not to take a whole lot of shit too seriously. I guess you would say. Like these women that are out here, a lot of times they don't take you seriously. Why are you taking them so seriously? I mean, I get that kind of a reminder. Uh, and he talks sometimes on his show. He talks to like the people he's coaching. Man, hold on. Oh, I got the sound turned off for some reason. Let me see if I can turn the sound back on.
How old are you, Chad?
35.
And how old was she?
She was 40.
Ooh, divorced 40-year-old, single mommy of 2. Broke as well. Oh my God. Okay.
Then we started saying, like, well, why don't we start dating? Because I kind of liked her before. I had one itis with her.
Hang on a sec. So you're
yes.
dating a woman that's older than you,
Mhm.
with 2 kids,
Mhm.
divorced, with debt, and you're not banging her paying off her debt.
Yeah, yeah.
You do not want to
He's not
negotiate
fucking her.
attraction with women ever. Her hands have to be all over you, especially in the early stages. If they're not, I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. I want you to lean into genuine desire a little bit more. Let's say you're being playful with a chick and she's coming over. Instruct her to do things that you like. And if she does it, you've got genuine burning desire in your hands. You're going to have a lot more fun. When you experience genuine burning desire from a woman, you know what it looks like.
See,
I just
see what
recently
I'm
was in a short relationship. She was
So he goes with this older woman, and he's giving her money, right? He's giving her money and shit, and she's got 2 kids. She's fucking, in debt up to her fucking ears, right? And everything else. And he's giving her fucking cash, and he's just fucking paying her shit off and everything. And he's 35, she's 40. And I don't understand. Are dudes really doing that? Apparently, yes. I've seen a lot of that shit. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why are y'all doing it to a woman who isn't even attracted to him? And then whenever he's talking about, well, ask her to do a few things and this and that. And if she does it, then it reminds me of Josh and Anna. Like he asked her to do shit, she does it, right? That's genuine attraction, right? So you gotta admit, you know what I mean? So so this woman ain't even fucking attracted, to him. And he's fucking negotiating attractiveness, right? He's negotiating. He's saying, let me throw a little money let me do this, let me do that. He's doing that shit. He's acting like, okay, well, yeah, money for nothing. Money for nothing, man. He's negotiating, and that's great if that's what you want, I guess. If you want a hoe that you're just going to pay, and what you're paying for is you're paying for that bitch to go away. I get it. I understand. I get that that's what you want, but this isn't what he wants. He wants something else, but he's going about it the wrong way. I don't know what he's doing. You got to go with a woman who's genuinely attracted to you. I don't fuck with bitches that ain't attracted to me, trying to do that, bullshit like that. I go with the bitches that are attracted to me. That's what you don't roll with. If she ain't attracted to you, why the fuck are you attracted to her? You're going to have more fun fucking with women that are attracted to you. Why would you go around doing that? I don't get it. What these dudes are doing and why they're doing it. It don't make no sense. I get having like a little 40-year-old, friend that you can go tap every once in a while, that you throw a little money here and there. I get that if that's all you want, but don't sit there and think that she's attracted to you or that there's anything real there. That I don't get. How are you? I mean, wow. Who the fuck's doing that? Mm-hmm. I'm lucky that I ain't seen a lot of dudes do that. Exactly, Anna. That is a prostitute. That's a hoe. That don't make no motherfucking sense. I mean, you showed genuine attraction to Josh. You were genuinely attracted to him. He was genuinely attracted to you. shit worked out, right? You know, I mean, I'm sure that the same thing went on with OG Kingdom and her husband. I mean, the same situation. There was probably genuine attraction there. I mean, and that shit was the relationship situation that they wanted. So I see so many of these dudes that want a relationship and they think they're going to make a woman fall in love with them by what they do for that woman. That woman don't fall in love with you by what you do for her. That woman falls in love with you by what she does for you. That's what makes women fall in love, and they don't fucking realize that. There's just something going on there. Yeah, I mean, 18 years, goddamn. You know what I mean? And they don't realize that you ain't gonna make a woman fall in love with you behind you doing a bunch of shit for her. You could do everything in the world for a woman. That don't make that woman fall in love with you. That ain't gonna make nothing like that occur in that situation. It's the opposite. What you can make her do for you, the more she does for you, the more she's gonna fall in love with you. It's like the Nightingale syndrome. Like whenever the nurse is helping the dude out, you know, in the hospital or something, she falls in love with him. How does that happen? The Nightingale effect, I mean, or whatever the fuck that is, because of what she's doing for him. He ain't doing a bunch of shit for her. Is she in the hospital? Is he, fucking washing her ass? Is he cleaning her fucking vagina? No, she's washing his balls and everything. Oh, going on 19 years. God damn, girl. She's washing his balls. She's cleaning his shit. You know what I mean? She's wiping his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in that situation. So where these guys get off and start thinking, well, if I do all this shit, I will make this woman just fall in love with me. That's what these dudes fucking run out here and they're thinking and they're saying to themselves. Yeah, I mean, that's funny shit. See, well, I mean, that's because there's genuine attraction there. That's what that's saying. You know, and these dudes don't realize that. They don't understand it. They don't get it. You know, Josh gets it. I get it. A lot of other dudes, don't get it out here, apparently. They don't understand. It's fucking crazy. I just never thought we would have this kind of a fucking male problem on this kind of a level, that but I mean, do females lie? Absolutely. I mean, I see a lot of deceptive females out there. They talk about that kind of shit. I mean, there's a lot of that shit going on. But I mean, when something works, you do it. You do it. I mean, if it didn't work, you wouldn't do it. Oh yeah. Oh, I feel real bad for them. I feel real bad for them. How you gonna go with a woman? Okay, imagine you're a dude, or your son, or something, goes with a woman that is 5 years older than him. He's just so desperate to find a woman. I mean, who goes around being that desperate? But you're going to go with a woman who's 5 years older than you, and dead up to her ears, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't imagine this world that these poor young men are living in, and then they got everybody has their OnlyFans. And you hear these women talking about these same women who got the OnlyFans site talking about their men had better not be watching porn because that's cheating. Bitch, you got an OnlyFans. Shut the fuck up. You're stripping your ass for all kinds of men. And that man watches a little bit of porn and you're going to freak what the fuck? They're all oh, dude. Man, you can't be a gentleman with these hoes. No. Nowadays. I've dealt with some of them. They're fucking crazy. I mean, there's no doubt. They're out of their fucking minds. I mean, you can get whatever you need or whatever you want in this world, and navigate it that way. But, I mean, if you want like some sort of a regular gig to where, or any semblance of any kind of a relationship or any kind of anything, it seems like a lot of women like now destroy any possibility of their ability to pair bond, I guess. They ain't like the women like y'all, women from the previous generation that have that ability to pair bond. You know, they tapped so many dudes, and I'm all for, you know, men and women are equal. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander kind of shit. If men can run around fucking, you know, women can too. But I think that with a woman, it does do something psychologically where it destroys their ability to pair bond. And that's why we have a lot of, you know, relationship issues, including the fact that the men just ain't what they used to be either. That the men keep doing this dumbass shit, and I don't get it. You know, they keep banging their heads up against this wall and don't really understand the psychology of a woman. Really, they don't get it. You know, I don't understand it. I don't understand how they do that shit, how they can be that way. But I just wanted to come on here for a few minutes because I ain't been on here in a while, and I couldn't think of nothing else to really to talk about. So this was it. Yeah, that's true too. They can't. They think it's more. They think there's more going on than what's really going on. They assume, oh yeah, like rag wee wees. It's gross. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You can't just be friends. You know, I got a lot of people that I'm just friends with, male or female. You know, do I got some of the females? You know that I throw it to that I'm friends with? Yeah, sure. You know, but that's one thing. You know, they're in a different category from the girls that are just friends. You know, I got girls that are friends, and that's it. There ain't nothing else going on. You know, and they could be attractive or unattractive. I mean, it really don't make a fuck. You know, and I wouldn't disrespect them or talk bad about them or act like there's something going on that ain't going on or do any of that bullshit. I mean, it's fucking insanity. It's just insanity. I mean, you know, they got boyfriends, husbands, or what the fuck ever. They're friends of mine, and that's it. And I ain't trying to get jiggy with them. You know, I mean, are there women in this world that are married that are trying to get jiggy with me that I ain't just friends with? Absolutely, absolutely. I'm upfront with the way, you know, I roll. I don't give a fuck. You know, marriage doesn't really mean anything to me. You know, your relationship doesn't mean more to me than it means to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. They make it absolutely impossible. I've had female friends I've seen naked that I've not even had a dirty thought about. Yeah, oh, absolutely, man. Me too. Me too. Absolutely. I mean, why the fuck can people not just be cool? Just as guilty of throwing. Oh yeah, TNA. You bet. You know it, Anna. They're worse. You know, I'm tired of seeing all that ass. I mean, well, not really, but I mean, I'm just saying. It feels like I could get tired someday of seeing all them tits and ass. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it feels like maybe someday, you know, long time from now, I could get tired of seeing all that tits and ass, but I don't know. They're working on it. They're doing a good job of working on it. I might get tired someday, a long time from now. You know, mm. You know, I'm just saying. I guess, you know, men and women are wired different too. You know, women actually do get tired of seeing that shit, you know, versus men. We might never get tired of that. You know, I guess, but you know, I'm just saying, you know. mm, but it'll be all right. But yeah, I mean, them ladies are more guilty of it, or just as guilty of it. It's just that the men don't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? And because of our old mentality and our shortcomings, I guess. You know, I mean, yeah, let me take a look at that ass. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Yep, yep. You know, I mean, that's how we are, I guess. I mean, we're fucking crazy too, in our own way. But I mean, everybody is just, I guess, made so different. You know, and whenever you talk about male and the female species, there are some major differences, and you know, some major similarities. And I've raised both men and women, and I know the differences and the similarities too. You know, I mean, we just got, you know, yeah, Yeah, they get shut down. That's true. That is true. You know. Well, I mean, you got some that use it as like they take a woman's news and they use it as leverage or blackmail that bitch or and all kinds of shit. I mean, it's fucking insanity. But there's so much of it out there. You can't blackmail a bitch no more. I don't know what they're trying to do with that blackmail shit. Like, oh well, that'll just fall in line with all the rest of the shit. You know, you're not even going to care about a specific set of news of somebody unless you're a fucking weirdo. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't go searching like, oh, well, look at this celebrity and that celebrity's news or whatever. I mean, but if I see something that looks good, I'm going to take a minute and look. You know, I'm going to, whoa, that looks good. You know, I like a particular girl on Instagram. There's one particular girl from France that I really like the way she looks. You know, and she has quite a few fans and shit, and she's pretty popular. But, you know, there's just something about her that, you know, I like that type of body. I like the way she looks. I like, you know, different things about her. You know, and she's not exactly young. She's not exactly old either. And I've talked to her. I messaged her a few times. She actually answered back. It scared the fuck out of me. I just stopped replying though at a certain point. You know what I mean? But because she was trying to speak English, she was interested in you know, a lot of women like the Texas thing, the Southern drawl thing. So I guess, you know, I was telling her, oh, I'm from Texas. I think you're a good looking lady. You know, and she was just replying like a motherfucker. I was like, holy fuck. I didn't even think she'd reply once. What the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker? You know? Oh, it is stupid. It's childish, stupid, ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. Maybe you shouldn't send it out in the first place. That's exactly, absolutely true. But I mean, you talk about a couple of ladies in here that got a pretty nice body, I'm sure. I've seen Anna in some pictures lately, and she's definitely looking like, what the fuck? Like she's been bench pressing buses and shit. Probably beat the shit out of me. But I mean, and OG Kingdom, she's always had a nice body, you know? So, I mean, y'all should be proud of y'all's bodies and shit. Y'all worked hard for them and everything. So, I mean, I'm just saying, you know. Mm-hmm. Seeking validation. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure she is. I mean, but I mean, she was real sweet and everything. She acted like genuinely interested. I was like, holy fuck. You know, that's crazy shit. You know, and she's like, she couldn't speak English very well. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, being from France, though, I mean, her country's a whole lot better than mine. So, I mean, I got, you know, I don't know. And everything about her country. I'm sure she lives, you know, near the coast or something like that, it looked like. Off the coast of France. Yeah, I put a 100cc motor on that bicycle. And it's some crazy shit, you know. The motherfuckers could go like 30, 40 miles an hour. Now, I was only going 15 miles an hour when I fucking wrecked. I mean, I genuinely think that I cannot be knocked out the way that fucking concrete hit my head. That should knock me out. It did. You know, I got up from that and went right down the street. You know, I live off the coast of America. Granted, okay, but I mean, it's not the nicest coast of America. You know, and she lives off the coast of France, and I'm talking about fucking gorgeous. You know, there's nothing on this planet that I could offer this woman. You know, as far in terms of lifestyle. No, it didn't do nothing to the bike. It just fucked me up real good. The bike was just fine. Shit, I rode it around for a minute today. The bike was perfectly fine. I was fucked up. I couldn't believe I broke 2 bones like that. I was like, Jesus Christ. I just can't extend out my left arm too well. And then my right wrist is still a little sore, but it ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. Oh yeah, absolutely. What can, you know, I possibly offer somebody like that? You know, like some city girl, you know, or or something like that that's in the middle of the city all day and everything else, or some girl that's been in the middle of the country or something like that, or never really been to the beach too often or any of that shit. I mean, if she came here, she'd be impressed. You know, you got this girl from fucking France comes here, she's not going to be impressed. I mean, I'm impressed with her ass. I'm impressed with the way she looks. I like the way she looked. You know, I don't really know her. You know, I like that. You know, she definitely had a look to her that I liked. But you know, she's definitely attractive. I don't think any man could look at her and say she's not attractive. But you know, I have nothing to offer her. You know, that's just a fact. I can realize that. And women are seeking certain things. You know, as far as you know, and I'm not looking to get married. And how the fuck is she going to travel from France to here, and I'm going to travel from here to France, and everything else? Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree. I agree. I mean, there's just nothing I can do as far as a lifestyle. I can offer her a better lifestyle. There's no way. There's no way. I got nothing, you know, in the way of that. There's no point in me even trying. But she definitely was receptive of me, like a motherfucker. I was like, holy fuck, this bitch is all about it. You know, I couldn't even believe it. You know, I don't know. I guess, you know, everybody looks at the other side of that fence and thinks the grass is greener on that other side, even when you know it ain't. I know for a fact. Oh, I wouldn't send her money for anything in the world. You're out of your mind. I don't send money like that. Are you out of your mind? I don't do that. You know, I do not try to buy a woman's affections. I don't do that. Get out of here. No, I would never do that. That's insane. I can't understand why these dudes do that. What are they thinking? You know? But yeah, she wasn't even asking for money, Anna. I mean, I think that she would, you know better than that. But no, I would not buy a woman's affections at all. I don't buy anybody's affections. I don't see the need in that. You know, I know you're not. You're not that bad. You want to see nuts? I mean, if anybody had, you know, if Josh thinks you're nuts, I could show some about 50 other bitches that are 10 times worse. That he'll say, "God damn, she's sane as fuck." You know, I guarantee you. I guarantee you, some of these bitches are really fucking nuts out here. I mean, for real. But I just got a few minutes to pop on here for a few and shoot the shit for a minute, and I'm gonna head on back down the road. I was just trying to get all this fucking schoolwork done and out of the way real quick. I got a state test I got to take on Monday, and then I got to go on Monday as well. I got to go for a follow up on my broken bones and shit. So early in the morning on Monday, I got to go for the broken bones, and then later on at like 1 p.m., I got my little state test. So that ought to be cool. His best pussy is attached to the craziest bitches. That's probably true. There's a lot of truth to that. A lot of truth to that. But you gotta find the craziest sane motherfucker. You know what I mean? You gotta find, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that you do a good job of that. So I mean, I think that you're like that perfect combination there where it works out just fine. I don't think you should go nowhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, they you know, both those gentlemen should not go nowhere. You know, because they got a good deal. So but anyways, everybody have a good day, good night, and have some fun. And I hope that y'all's week goes well. And I got a lot to do this week. I'm like, goddamn, I got a lot of shit to do. But anyways, everybody be good. I'm out of here. Y'all love y'all. Peace out.